Going on to all of my Libras out there. So let's get into it for my Libras. All right. Let's get into it for my Libras. All right. I think the Libras are starting to not dislike me or whatever. So the Nine of Wands, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Hermit, the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Magician, and then you have the Seven of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for you Libras, wow, that sun is beautiful. But anyway, so what I'm seeing here for you Libras is that a lot of you Libras right now, kind of the Nine of Wands, a lot of you are kind of tired of the dating pool because the Ace of Pentacles, you bring so much to the table, you offer things to the table, right? Libra represents the finer things in life. So a lot of the Libras that I know, they usually have some sort of financial foundation, right? Let's not forget that Pascal Beverly Randolph, one of the most powerful dark magicians to ever walk the face of the earth, to ever live, is a Libra too. So that's, at the end of the day, that's why I'm trying to say I can never dislike Libras. I don't know where this ideology came from. And Pascal Beverly Randolph, for those people who know on this channel, for the new subscribers, for the old subscribers, Pascal Beverly Randolph, aka Dr. Strange, is one of my heroes, who is a Libra. So I don't know where this mentality comes from, but let's get into it. So you Libras know that you offer some things, you bring some things to the table, and what you want is just a partner that can see and meet you eye to eye. Here's the situation though. You want to be very clear about what type of person you really want, because good does not equate to having money all the time. A lot of times in today's context, being upstanding and decent does not necessarily automatically mean that you have money. It can mean that you got your money. It can mean not you, but it could mean that a person got their money ill-begotten or by blood money, meaning through the means of scamming and doing all sorts of unfortunate activities in order to do so. So what makes a person valuable is if they have integrity, decency, and honor, things of this nature, ethics, right? But at the same time, they're willing to be flexible and they're not allowing their ethics and their honor to become so much of a hindrance to them, to the point where it stops them from getting the job done. And if they can do this and at the same time be financially successful, financially, physically, right, manifestation successful, in that regard, that's what makes the person a boss, right? So as a result of this, wow, it got really dark because of the clouds. Wow. But the Five of Pentacles and the Hermit represents, so this is you walking away, because potentially even walking away from a relationship, or trying to get to know somebody that, over the weekend or whatever, or it's Wednesday today when I drop this video. For me, maybe you may have went on this date with this person Tuesday or Monday, or maybe even over the weekend, and you're walking away from this person and just thinking about going solo, going by yourself and just doing things yourself, and learning how to become more self-reliant in that regard, because you see many people dating, and I'm gonna be real with you Libras, the dating pool right now, I've said this before, it's trash. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because a lot of people are really broken and they're not really willing to deal with their own traumas directly, and they get themselves into these wild relationships, these relationships that are supposed to last long term. And I may break this. I would just go ahead and break it down, right? And this is what Libra kind of understands, and this is what Libra should understand, right? Libra represents that type of long-term partnership that you should get into, because if you want to be successful in all of that stuff, you want to create a family. A lot of times people want to be rich and have all this amount of money and power. That's great. But the best way to do that is to start a family. That's why it's called families, right? That's why part of the reason why it's called families. Think about all of the families that are billionaires and have an estimated worth of trillions, depending on what assets they have, right? For instance, BlackRock, right? BlackRock is a conglomerate corporation, right? But BlackRock is worth $9 trillion, and it owns, and it's just off the chain to see how much power this mega corporation has. It's like, it's off the chain. And that type of stuff was started by a family. Well, I'm sure it started by a family, but it also is run by a group of people who know each other, and they are like family if they are not genetically related. So you want to start a family, and then once people are on the same page as far as the bigger picture, then 4 or 5 people who understand the bigger picture and what's important, but doing it in their own individual way, right? So that they're in no one's shadow or any of that stuff, but still at the same time getting to the mandatory or the bigger picture, and the love and the family and the money and the success and all that stuff, and the respect and the weight of the family name, whatever your last name is. All of that stuff can be done a lot faster if couples were to get together. But a lot of us can't even do that because of how much trauma and skin tone tripping, and you know what I mean when I say skin tone, how much people trip about skin tone and eye color and hair texture and the way that a person look and all this other type of stuff. And I understand that a lot of you Libras understand that. So the thing is that the Hermit represents this being a situation for you where you Libras are just thinking about, should you just go dolo? Should you just be by yourselves? Because you haven't seen a lot of people who want to really do that, right? Like, forget about all the things that Libra got going on, or the potential problems that Libras got going on. When it comes to other people, do they want this? You know what I mean? Like, do they really want to be in a strong, long-lasting relationship, or are they BSing? And the thing is that you have the King of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. The King of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles is, you Libras are just being by yourselves at this time to really rethink the dating pool, as you should. And for you Libras here who are on this channel, y'all already know what time it is. Y'all are prepared. The dating pool is trash, and you know what you should be looking for in a partner. One of the things that you Libras, and just in general, that you should be looking for is the person willing to interact with you and come down to some sort of conclusion? Because air signs deal with, because you are Libra, Libras in particular deal with agreements, specifically documented agreements, because Virgo represents documentation and papers, right? And stuff like this. And the Libra represents the words that is on it. So Virgo represents paper, Libra represents the words and the significance of it and what it means, the agreements, the attestments, right? However, and this is kind of where one of Libra's weaknesses is, and this is why getting with someone in a relationship is so important for Libra. It's because a lot of times, especially when it comes to business and or love, a lot of times the agreements that people make with the Libras are not necessarily upheld. See? So, so as a result of this, a lot of you Libras need to understand that what you've got going on here is pay attention to see if the person is really what they imply and or what they say they are. If the person says that they're going to do this and they follow through and they have a history, I'm not saying that they can't change. You're supposed to change. But if they have a history of most of the things that they say ends up coming into fruition, unless something more important comes up or something like this, they have a high success rate of saying they're going to do something and then following through and doing it, then you know that you can trust them. But the thing is that the Ace of Wands is, again, the Ace of Wands and the Magician is that a lot of people are not taking responsibility for their own traumas, right? Of course, I understand that. But this also means you have to take responsibilities for your own situations too. You are in control here. You are not a victim. And I'm not saying that to be blaming y'all, because I don't want people coming in the comment section, because I've had that last week. Somebody coming in the comment section, oh, why are you blaming Libras? I never said I was blaming Libra. Nope, never said that. Some of my best friends in high school was Libras. A lot of them. Yep. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that for you Libras, understand that you need to have an unshakable winner's mentality. What I mean when I say accept responsibility is you need to make sure that you Libras are on point, the best that you can. And if people want to be out here BSing, wasting your time, you just make sure you don't allow your time to be all this amount of time to be wasted more than what is necessary that requires you to find out who this person is. That's the only amount of time that you need to be, an effort that you need to be putting in on at that point if this person is wasting your time. After that point, you can decide to leave whenever it is that you want to, if you want to. And now, what's up? And also, too, this also represents you need to have an unshakable winner's mentality in the sense of you are not losing. You are not down bad. You're in a situation where you're good. And then you have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is, and don't let anyone fool you, and don't let anyone give you half relationships where it's like, I'll just settle for you, right? And, you Libras are cool, but you're not that fly type of. Don't do that. Don't hang out with those type of people, because those type of people are beggars and they're trying to be choosers at the same time. The point is they're not being very grateful. They're not being very appreciative. Let's clarify the Magician. The Nine of Pentacles, which you already have, the Star, Six of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. The Nine of Pentacles and the Star is about what you have to do, which is, again, have that winner's mentality, but also keep your eyes open for just in case anyone, right? Just in case when you meet somebody, right? So if you're going to look, really look, go out here, you know what I mean? Really look, really look, really be out here looking, you know what I mean? For real, really look. And what I mean when I say look is, I've been out over the summer. I must have met 40, 50, 60 different people. I mean, sometimes I'm speaking to multiple people on the same sidewalk, because I live in the city, but on the same sidewalk, you know what I mean? Speaking to them and stuff like this. Yeah, saying what I gotta say. And the reason for that is because that's what you call looking. At that time I was looking. So the Nine of Pentacles and the Star represents, if you're gonna be out here looking, don't half it, because halving it is gonna make it terrible for you. Do what you gotta do. Say what you gotta say. Speak up. right? It'll create, it'll definitely get you a lot of respect. Say what you got to say and speak up. Then you have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles represents this being a situation for you where you also have to take into consideration where the next thing for you to do is, or one of the things that you can do is the Six of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So what this means, what this represents, right? Not for you to do them, you know what I mean, but you know what I mean. The point that I'm trying to make here is that the Six of Pentacles is, again, speaking up more and being more direct with what it is that you want if and when you give some of these people your numbers, if they hit you up, right? If they contact you. The Hangman is that, and know what you want, and don't deny what you want. Don't deny it. Because you denying what you want you'll be lying to yourself as you're out here dating about what you want, who you are, and what space you're in, So let's clarify the King of Swords. You all right? You okay? All right, so you have the Nine of Cups, the Five of Swords, Six of Wands, the Hermit. So the Nine of Cups, to clarify the King of Swords, the Nine of Cups is also too, just pay attention to what they've got going on too, right? And when you walk up to somebody and you let them know what it is, or you basically begin talking to them, however you talk to them, right? Give them your number, as I said before, but also don't be scared to do so. Don't deviate. The Five of Swords, otherwise, some of these people are going to act like they're better than you and all this stuff. They're going to do that, okay? But again, the Five of Swords, please do not take any of that personally, because again, they're playing a game. So, they're playing a game. So you have to acclimate to that. They're playing a game. So don't take it personally. Even though the game, is disrespectful, still keep in mind that they are playing a game. So if someone, and I use this example, if someone comes on the bus and that, as soon as they got up on the bus, they climbed those stairs, right? Those little stairs at the bus, right? Good and well what time it is. This person's got some serious issues, right? Drooling, all that stuff, farting, all that stuff. You already know what time it is. If they're doing all of that, are you going to get upset at the person? I mean, you can get a little bit upset, because this person brings this type of nonsense with them and they just had to sit down next to you. But in the bigger picture, would you get mad at them? Because you know that there's something wrong with them. So you need to keep that same type of mindset in mind. They're playing a game. So the things that the Six of Wands and the Hermit represents, since this is the case, what you've got going on here is, again, they're going to think that they're going to approach you some people are going to interact with you as you're out here speaking to people. Some of those people will be arrogant and try to make it seem like you ain't this and they're better than you. Again, they're playing a game. So just laugh at them, don't take it seriously. Relax and just laugh and enjoy yourself and just kind of see where it goes. And if you don't get what you wanted, which is for you to give them your number, it is what it is. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Currently, I'm trying to make this YouTube channel I'm trying to get this YouTube channel to 3,500 subscribers. Right now, I have 3,061 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all after you click it so you can be notified whenever I drop these beautiful videos. Peace.